Box Free with Stephanie. Today I want to show you how to make some basic foods with simple ingredients from scratch. And I hope you can discover that cooking box free is fast and delicious. So let's cook together. Today we're not really cooking, I guess. We're making cold things because it's summer and it's hot and we need some cool, refreshing freezer treats. So we are going to make banana ice cream and then we're going to make strawberry popsicles. So let's start with banana ice cream, which is really just 3 ingredients: bananas, maple syrup, and cream. And this is going to be a really hard recipe because I never measure. It's all just based on thickness and stuff. So we start with the food processor. I've never made it in a blender. I don't know if you could. You probably can. I don't really know. And in here I have chopped up bananas that are just in cubes or whatever. So like this size. So these were like nice ripe bananas that you would use for like banana bread or baking or whatever. But in the summertime, when you don't want to bake things, you dice them up, cube them up, and then you put them in the freezer, and then you make banana ice cream, and it is delicious and fast. So I'm going to take about 2 bananas worth, which is like, I don't know, I guess maybe 6 or 7 pieces. Okay, so I'm calling 1 banana. And then this is like another half banana, and these 4, another banana. So like, does that look like enough? I don't really know. I've got this many left. Maybe I'll throw in 1 more. Okay, so that's our banana. Then we do whipping cream. I don't really know how much. I'm gonna go with 1/4 cup to begin with. This is just heavy whipping cream that you would whip for cream in your pudding or cream puffs or just whatever. And then we'll do 1/4 cup of maple syrup. And this is stuff that I actually make, so it's like way waterier compared to like true maple syrup when they can boil it down and get it like beautifully thick. Usually mine's quite watery, but whatever. I still make it and I still love it, so it's all good. Okay, and my cord doesn't go any far over, so we're going to have to just keep it right there. So it's going to get loud, but all we're going to do is start to process this and get it nice and smooth. And then if it's too thick, we'll add some cream. Then we'll taste it, see if it needs some more maple syrup. And if you don't have maple syrup, you could use like, I don't know, honey maybe. Like a simple syrup, maybe just sugar. I don't know. I've always had some maple syrup for it, and that gives it a really nice taste. So if you don't have maple syrup, you could do probably vanilla, but for sure like a maple extract to get a nice taste. So we're just going to go. Okay, so I cheat by taking that little thing off. So this is really hard to see, but it's still got a nice consistency already, but there are some cubes of banana. So while this is going, I'm going to pour, I don't know, I suppose I should measure. Okay, we'll do 1/8 of a half of a quarter, so 1/8 of a cup. And now I'm just pulsing to try to get those big chunks. The challenge with this is you don't want to add so much liquid that it becomes soupy. You want it to be like ice cream, like a substantial, thick thing. So I'm thinking this is maybe done. You also, though, don't want big chunks of banana. Oh my gosh, it's done. Okay, so look at that. It looks like ice cream, doesn't it? It's just the coolest thing. Oh, I suppose I should taste it before I do this. I'm sure it's going to be delicious. I mean, I've never made a bad batch. Okay, so last time I must have added a lot of maple syrup. This isn't quite as sweet. Let me try another bite. Yeah, I'm gonna add just a little more maple syrup because I really like that taste. So I'm gonna do 1/8 of a cup of that, and then I hope it doesn't get too watery. Okay, but it was nice and thick, so I think I'm going to be okay. So let's see here. Okay, so see how it's still really nice and thick. So this is something you have to like make and eat. You can't really put it in the freezer because then when it freezes, I've always gotten like the water crystallizing things or whatever. So like, what am I saying? The texture changes too much and you don't really want it crystallized is my point. So whatever I said before, yeah, you don't want it to crystallize too much. So I'm going to take it out of here and you can pour it. So like normally I would pour all of these into my 4 little bowls for my 4 little family and we would eat it like right this second. But I'm going to make strawberry popsicles so I can't sit down and relax and eat my banana ice cream. So I'm going to throw this in the freezer, which I just said not to do, but I'm only doing that because I'm going to pull it out as soon as I'm done filming in like 20 minutes, and then we're going to eat it. So hang on, I got to find a room in my freezer. Okay, so that's banana ice cream. It is like the fastest, just, I don't know, I think it's really good. I'd be curious to see if you guys like it because it certainly has a different taste than ice cream, but it's just really good and really fast. So now I'm going to rinse this out really quick and then we're going to make strawberry popsicles. Okay, we're back. I just kind of whipped that through the water really quick. Oh, I suppose I should do the blade part. I could just put my banana popsicles, but we're going to rinse this really quick. Doesn't have to be perfect because we're just making strawberry popsicles. It's almost the same type of taste, whatever. It's all okay. Okay. So strawberry popsicles, I think I have made in my blender. I was going to actually do it in there, but then I've decided like, well, I don't know, I guess just I know this is going to work. But if you don't have a nice food processor or whatever, just try it in the blender because you're just taking fresh strawberries and cream and sugar basically. So it's not like you're trying to grind up this really hard thing. So I'm sure it would totally work. But hang on, I got to put these back in the freezer. So this would not be enough for another little batch, but that's okay. I'll freeze more. Okay, so for this, my recipe calls for 10 medium to large strawberries. And normally when I did this, I always had frozen. I guess because I make these in the winter a lot too, and so I didn't want to probably spend the money on fresh strawberries. So I just bought frozen. Okay, I'm going to be just super ridiculous and do 3 by 4, so a nice 12. Okay, so it looks pretty, whatever. So these are 12 strawberries that are fresh because they're a really nice price right now. So as much as I really just love to eat these like just whole like this and delicious, we're going to throw them in here and make some delicious strawberry popsicles. So it'll be worth it. And this does actually have a recipe, and I do follow it pretty much. So it calls for these 10 strawberries, okay, fresh or frozen, doesn't really matter. Oh, I know, if you're doing frozen and they're actually like frozen, then you might need to let them thaw a little bit or have a food processor because it would be really a lot. Frozen strawberries would be a lot for a blender, but not too much for that. Whoopsie. Okay, so that's my 1/3 of a cup. Oh, then I need, whoopsie, shoot, I did that wrong. I need 1/2 cup of cream. Okay, so this is a 1/3 cup, so I'm just going to say that's 1/2 cup. Okay, whatever. And then I need 1/3 cup of sugar, and now my 1/3 cup is all wet. My sugar is going to stick to it, but that's all right. I'm going to actually measure. So I don't really even know why it matters because I'm totally going to taste it, and then if I don't think it's sweet enough, I'm going to add more sugar, but whatever. I will measure because that's what people do. That's what real cooks do, right? Is they actually measure. And this you just want to blend to, again, dissolve that sugar mostly. And then 1/2 teaspoon of salt. So like that much. Okay. So now we're going to whip this together and then put it in our little Dixie cups. So here's some more loud noise again. This just looks so beautiful to me. Like, I don't know, it's so pink and without any red food dye. I just love it. And this, you don't really care if you blend it till tomorrow, you know, like whatever. You want it nice and smooth. You don't want a chunk like that, because then somebody's eating your popsicle and all of a sudden you can't like lick your popsicle or whatever. So, and this is like super watery compared to our ice cream, because we're not making ice cream, we're making popsicles. Okay, sorry, I think somebody must be home. My dog is really excited, letting me know. All right, so I can't really take this off of here. So this is how soupy it is. It's really soupy. But again, that's okay, because we're going to freeze it into our little Dixie cups. And I don't think I see any more chunks. Oh, I should taste it. Oh, I always forget to taste things. I'm going to taste it before we put it in the cups. Woo! Holy Toledo! That is like sweet. Okay, maybe that's a good thing, because maybe once it freezes, it'll be like perfectly sweet. But it's like really sweet, especially compared to my banana ice cream. And I have put strawberries in my banana ice cream and made like a, I don't know, strawberry banana ice cream. But usually I just do bananas, because I don't know, that's what I have. All right, so how am I going to do this? I can't quite remember. Maybe I should do it this way and pour them in. So these are, I don't even know what size ounce, 5-ounce Dixie cups maybe, I'm not sure. But a nice size, you know, like we're not little 3-year-olds, so like when we want a popsicle, we don't want just a 3-biter. So this is the size Dixie cup I'm using. And you can use whatever size you want. If you have little kids, then maybe you want a littler one. Whatever you want is fine. And if you have, oh yeah, I was going to put them in my little fun popsicle things. I've got those little, you know, 1970s popsicle gadgets, whatever. Oh my gosh, I can't think of the word. Oh, this is really messy. Okay, so now I've got this. So this is just really soupy, and now if I can pour this with my left hand, I better switch to my right. Then I'm just going to fill these up. And I have no idea how many I'm going to get, because I don't have it written down in my recipe like, this makes 6 Dixie cups. Like, I have no idea. Whoa! Okay, there was a chunk, but that's okay. It wasn't huge, but there was definitely a chunk there. Oh, I hope you guys can see this. Maybe I'm going too high. Here, maybe I'll go really low. Okay, so now I have one. I'm not sure I even have enough for a last. This is like the baby size. Okay, so let me just scrape this out, and then that's it. So these are really fast to make, and I just think they taste delicious. And there's like no bad ingredient really. I mean, unless you consider sugar bad, which it is, I suppose, but you're not doing very much, and it's got way less than like regular store-bought, not regular, store-bought popsicles. Okay, so then you grab a little tray. These are extra, and then you stick them on a tray, because you can't just put these in your freezer, I don't think. I don't know, I don't have room like that. Then you take your little wooden sticks that you get at the craft store or whatever, and you stick them in, and they usually hold up pretty good. And then you freeze them. And then when you eat them, then these Dixie cups just like peel off like tinfoil, and it's really cool. Whoopsie, that one fell over. So you can check them like in 5 minutes or 10 minutes and make sure they're not like slanted. But even if they fall and they're like that, like whatever, then you just hold it to the side. It doesn't really matter, but it doesn't happen very often. So that's it. That is our banana ice cream and strawberry popsicles for when it's like 100 degrees and all the kids need something cool and healthy and refreshing. So thank you very much for watching Box Free with Stephanie. I hope you like the show. I hope your family and your kids really love your frozen treats. And I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.